Gibson, and I'm the principal designer and founder of AKG Design Studio. At AKG, we believe that exceptional design isn't luxury, it's the foundation for better life. Here, we specialize in creating high-impact functional spaces that are uniquely tailored to our clients' success and well-being. And that is exactly what this show is all about. So join me here each week on Design Tips and Sips as I walk you through functional and style tips, project deep dives, and key design concepts we use every day here at the studio. Ready to elevate your space and your lifestyle? Grab your sips and let's get started. Sometimes you just need to grab some bubbly and jump into the tub. So today we're going to be talking all about bathroom faucets. They come in all shape and form and functions. So yes, we know we have the vanity faucet, right? That's the one you use every day. We have the tub faucet and shower faucet and fixture. So let's dive in and see what we can find. So this is usually your standard shower head. This is the one that is basic in most homes. The one thing I can say about that is that most homes, especially older construction, this is probably going to be much lower. That was the standard height many years ago. So when you are remodeling, take the next step and have that installed a little bit higher than what it is, because this is give opportunity with people with different heights to actually use it. Most of the older construction, if you're 6 foot and taller, the location of that in your house is way, way, way too short, probably hitting your shoulder versus your head. So just have your contractor, one more step, just move it up, and you're gonna be so much happier with that location. And with the technology that we have in the different shower heads, you're not gonna feel any of the impact. You're still gonna have great shower and experience, even if you're a shorter person. Now, if you do have a lot of people that have different heights in your home and you wanna be able to have a little bit more flexibility, I love the option of using the shower head plus the handheld shower, because this is actually on a rail and it can go up and down. So no matter who the height, so even if you have a young kid that is still independent enough to have their own shower, that actually they can use it at their height and they don't need to use the taller one. The good thing about this is also, I love it, that you can shower everything, you can wash the dogs, and you can actually clean the shower. So a little bit bubble spray, and then you can just rinse everything around it. So this handheld, super popular in Europe, definitely getting more and more and more use here in the US. And it is one of the things that I recommend the most to my clients, not to forget to add that to your shower system. For the shower heads, we have different sizes and different shapes. Kohler has an oval one now, which is really, really cool. And it also has different options. So if this shower head is low enough, you can actually just press that and we'll give you different sprays and different kind of like jacuzzi options on them. These are the rain showers. A lot of people love that. And again, it's a great way to do a combination. You can have a rain shower, but you can also have regular shower head and a handheld. That's a really good combination to give you the best of all worlds to enjoy your shower. This is the Anthem collection from Kohler. This is their smart automated shower system, which is pretty amazing. As you can see, the newest option for the Anthem Plus actually also has the cold plunge. So you can set it up that you can do the hot and cold therapy. So you'll have a super hot shower, and then right after that, it will automatically go into about 30 seconds to a minute of cold shower and then go back to heated. So you have a lot of this health and wellness really built into your shower system. They are automated. There is a whole panel of digital component that goes with that, but they can be installed anywhere. You can also set it up to different users. So when you walk in here, you can set it up just to what use. And of course, it comes pretty much in all the colors and finishes that Kohler use it. It also connects with the steam system, with the different jets that they have. So really, you can have the whole power wash, the whole health and wellness packet right here in your home without needing to move or go to the gym. Bathroom faucet. They do not have to be boring. So the three main configuration for bathroom faucets, or taps as they call in Europe, are: the standard is the two handles, hot and cold, the single handle that goes to the side, and one of my favorite, especially for smaller spaces or elevated look, is the wall mount. So these are like the three main options that you have. As far as I'm concerned, and of course you have the ones that are for the vessel sink. So those are going to be similar to your regular faucets. They're just going to be a little bit taller to compensate on the height of the sink and to make sure that it actually fits, the water fits into your faucet. Because if you have a regular one, it's probably going to be too low. This one is not too bad, but it is really, really low. So definitely, if you are using a vessel sink, make sure you have a faucet that fits that. So why do I love wall mount faucets? When you have a really, really small space, really small countertop, moving the faucet that's taking room from the back to the wall actually gives you more room on your countertop. It elevates the space and the look, and it's just perfect. The wall mount actually can come with two handles or with one, depends on the look. The more contemporary look do come with one handle. Now, safety-wise, we always think about health and safety when we're designing, especially in bathrooms. And for me, I still, old school, prefer to have two handles, just because you know that one of them is going to be hot, another one is going to be cold. And for elderly people and kids, it's much easier to turn on the cold or the hot and then mix it, versus not knowing which direction that goes. And most of our faucets in the US have this cold protection, but just in case, it's very hard to remember which side is the left and right is going to be the hot and cold. It's easier to remember it this way. Some of the faucet brands actually have a little bit marking on each of them. So you will see a little dot that says hot and cold. So you have visual cues as well. So this is just if you are thinking about different generation that lives in one house. Again, it still has beautiful views and beautiful aesthetics. But if you do have also a small sink and a small vanity, going with a single handle can be also really productive and beautiful, because again, it's not going to take that much room on your sink deck. It's really just going to be just that much. So things to consider: health and safety, and also the sizing based on the amount of vanity space that you have. So the fun part with Kohler, it started with their traditional collection years ago, where you can actually select the faucet or the actual spout and select the different handles. And now they're expanding that collection. This was the original collection where you can select the different spout and mix and match the different handles. So if you like this spout, you can actually change it with these handles for a little bit more of a transitional look. Or if you really want to go super Victorian, old New York, you can use those handles. And there's different spouts, depends again on what look and design you want, and it goes on and on and on. So now they actually expanded it to the more contemporary collections they have. This is the newer collection, the component. Again, it comes in different colors. They even have fun colors for the handles. You can go with the radial. It's really cool because it actually textured in here. Very heavy metal, very, very nice. This is for the single handle. Again, you can go single handle on that as well. And they even have these really fun handles, and all three type of handles, and they have also the lever handles. So all three handles goes on all the components, funny, which is the shower, the tub, fillers, pretty much everything. And of course, you have three different spouts available. So again, you can kind of mix and match what spout you want to use with which handle, which is really fun. So as you can see, that there's a really nice variety. It started with a super traditional over here, moving to the very, very contemporary, fun, and even fun color. We talked about health and safety. You can even color code the different faucets. So if you want to have hot and cold, or kind of play with it with the different colors, depends on your design. And then you have the transitional collection that, again, has really fun, nice lines, but it's a little bit more on the transitional look. So it's not super traditional, but also not contemporary. It's really one of my favorite collection. And again, it comes with the radial handles, the levers, and the cross. And again, you have two type of the faucet. So this is actually tall enough that you can use it on its own, but you can actually use it for a vessel. And then you have the shorter one as well. All right, let's jump into bathing. So as you can see, these are specifically made for the freestanding tubs. Kohler does an amazing job with variety of options and solutions, different finishes. It's most of those faucets available in all their finishes, but they go from really contemporary look all the way for really transitional and traditional. And most of them come with the handheld as well. So again, when you get out of the tub or you're getting ready, you can actually rinse yourself, especially if you had a lot of bubbles in there. You can rinse yourself. And this one is really cool because you can actually put your glass of bubbly right there. You know, we don't really have a lot of storage around the bathtub, so how perfect it is for your Friday afternoon, your bubbly in your bathtub. And you have that built in right there. So tub fillers have two options. One of them is deck mounted and the other one is wall mounted. Both of them do come with the option with the wand. You don't have to get it. Again, I like it because if I got up, especially if I had a lot of bubbles in here, I like to rinse myself, and also you can actually rinse the tub with that. Or if you have little kids or your dog, just pop them in there and you can easily wash them. The one thing that I really want to make sure that you understand as far as installation, yes, this can be installed anywhere around the tub deck, one of the things that just blows my mind a lot of the times, especially if it's a smaller tub, when I see designers or clients that put their faucets right here in the front. Most of the tubs are much smaller, and you're creating a hazard because you cannot, unless you have a big tub like this, where you have plenty of room to come in and out easily out of the tub, that's not a problem. But if it's a smaller tub, if you're putting it on the side or even in the middle, you're cutting your space to go in and out of the tub, and it can be very, very dangerous. The other thing is placing that faucet all the way in the back, which means now you have to reach all the way to the back in order to turn the water. Again, you're creating, this is a lot of water, it can be slippery, you can fall into the tub. So most of the time I recommend going with the side of the tub or the wall mount for your safety. It looks beautiful. And then if you do have a large enough tub, yes, then you can set it up on the side. Well, that was fun. We learned all about bathroom faucets and what you need to have in order to create the perfect showering and bathing experience. So if you love our show and you love a little sip, make sure to share it with all the people you love and care about, because that information is important to create a beautiful lifestyle for you, yourself, and your family. So while you're here, make sure you hit subscribe and also ring the bell to make sure that you get all the notification on our shows. If you want to be featured, you want to be a guest, you want us to visit your showroom and talk about your products, make sure to jump on our website, www.AKG Design Studio, and message me there. And of course, find us on all social media. All the notes on all the information is in the show notes. And let me know what was your favorite faucet in this episode.